with you some things that were laid on my spirit out of an experience that I had just several weeks ago. I went to the annual message day and hour of the Progressive Convention, where the newly elected president, Brother Carroll Baltimore, was delivering his first annual address. And he was a friend, and I thought to go and be with him when he delivered his first address. And when I arrived, they took me to the VIP room and then had me to walk in the procession to the stage. When I got on the stage, I experienced something that was almost like an epiphany to me in terms of the impact of going. For when I walked on the stage, they had all of the lights trained, focused on the stage, and the audience was out. When I walked up there, the lights were blinding so that I could hardly see. And I discovered that I could see the audience if I lowered my head and peered beneath the lights as best I could. And when I lowered my head and tried to look beneath the lighting, the glare of the light, I discovered that I could see the people who were in what I call the pew. And that thing struck me, and it is that experience that I want to share with you just a bit. Because it was an experience that was freshly eye-opening to me. Text for this message is John 12:32. And I, if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. I was on the stage with other pastors and officers of that convention, elevated section, and the lights had blinded me. And I want to share with you some reflections on being on the stage in the light. As pastors, as moderators, as family members of pastors and moderators, you have upon you a special responsibility and a very unusual weight, if you will. By the very nature of your calling, and I say yours, I better say ours, by the very nature of our calling as pastors, and by the very nature of our positions as moderators, we are on the stage, and we are in the light. Not just on the floor, but ours is a position that is like this stage up here now. We are elevated so that no matter how full the room is, it's possible to see us. We are on the stage and in the light before the eyes of the people. Our congregations see us and know us. If they don't know anybody else, they usually know the pastor's name. If they don't recognize anybody else, they can recognize the pastor. Our associations do the same thing. There's no moderator of association that is not recognized by the other pastors of the association. And they all say, "Brother Moderator." And they want his attention. And they seek to get that attention. On the stage, in the eyes of the public. And when you're on that stage in that elevated way, people see you and see us that we don't see seeing us. And that we may not know. Now, every pastor tries to know his members. But if you're like me, I can know them and sometimes can't call their name. And you know them in different ways. But they know you and can call your name. We are on the stage and we are in the eyes of the people, more than in the eyes of the people, because of our calling. We also have the ears of the people. There's one time every Sunday when attention is given to one person. And that's the pastor. One time in the association.